how's it going? Hopefully it's going all well. This is RuVik Education, and today we're going to be beginning with Get Ready Practice Book German for Class 10th, and specifically Section C, which is Grammatik, indirekte Fragen mit ob. So we'll be discussing that, but before we begin, I just want to clear up that we are learning together, growing together. We may make some mistakes, but at the end, we just need to share our knowledge. So let's begin. So we are on page number 18, indirekte Fragen mit ob. What does that mean? It means that indirect questions with ob. What is ob? Ob is basically a conjunction. It joins two sentences. Uh, Joins as in what? Basically, whenever in English, when we ask about something, let's say, I want to know if you will be going to school tomorrow. So here the word if, or sometimes even whether, we use it is basically kind of connecting the first part to the second part. So if you're going to read what's written in the textbook, it is indirect questions are questions that are incorporated into another sentence. How exactly? Let's take an example here. I don't know if or when she could come to the party, right? So I don't know, right? So we're seeing this, there are two parts to the sentence, and one part is incorporated into another. Let's read more to really understand what it means. So such sentences or questions begin with certain specific expressions like I don't know, do you know, I want to ask you that. That is not really for this one. It would be used for another conjunction, that is das. So the question appears in the form of a subordinate clause after such expressions. Okay? The conjugated verb in the subordinate clause is placed at the end of the sentence. So now we're coming to the rules. So I'm going to take one example. Over here, it is on your screen here. Hat mich gefragt. He had asked me. So this is the first part of the sentence that we are seeing here. It is usually a certain expression. So like here, this is a certain expression. He had asked me, right? It's participle perfect because we have gefragt, hat gefragt. Now we'll add ob with a comma before. Okay. Hat mich gefragt, comma, ob, that means whether, and so on. So basically, if I take an example sentence here, Ich gehe morgen zur Schule. Let's say he is asking me if I will go to school tomorrow. So how will I basically put this sentence after ob? I will not put it as it is. The verb at the second position will go at the last. So it will become Ich morgen zur Schule gehen. Gehe. Yeah. So this changes into this. This, yeah. This changes into this. Okay. Now, when when W questions, W-Frage, are made indirect, the question word wie, wo, wann, wie is how, wo is where, wann is when, acts as a conjunction and connects the main clause to the subordinate clause, which has the verb placed at the end of the sentence. Don't get so confused. All they're trying to say is that whenever, like with of we saw over here, similarly, if there are question words, the verb will always go at the end. Okay, the second position verb will go at the end. So for example, here they have already given us directe Frage is wann hat Jörg Zeit? When does Jörg have time? Okay. So indirect Frage. What is basically happening here? Indirect speech, if you guys remember, basically a reporting. It's a reported speech, as you call in English. Indirect, direct speech, and reported speech is the same thing in English, and that's what we are learning here in German. So indirecte Frage, ich weiß nicht, the fixed phrase, and then instead of ob, we added a W question here because the question, the direct Frage was when does Jörg have Zeit, not if he has time. So wann Jörg Zeit hat. So direkte Frage, one more example. Was hat Lukas gesagt? What has Lucas said? What had Lucas said? Indirekte Frage will become Ich sage dir nicht. I will not tell you was Lukas gesagt hat. Similarly, now we are coming to Ja Nein Frage, which is yes no questions. Here is where we use ob. Okay, whenever there is Ja Nein questions, Ja Nein Frage, yes no questions, we use ob. So let's see for here one example. What they're saying here is the same. The rule is the same. Verb will go at the end. Sentence structure is ob plus subject, object, verb. Okay, here also what did we see? Fragewort, question word, subject, object, verb. So here also we'll do the same. Directe Frage, kommt Mia morgen? Okay, so here we will not instead we will not put any question word in this place at this place. We will put ob if. So er fragt fixed expression comma ob if Mia morgen kommt. It will always be in conjugated form. Do not uh, write common over here. Okay, if it is let's say z, the capital Z one, they, then you can put common, or if it's weird then you have to put common. Okay, next example. Direkte Frage. Hat Gina am Morgen Zeit? Ich weiß nicht. I don't know ob Gina am Morgen Zeit hat. I don't know if on Monday does Gina have time. So one last point we have here is the indirect questions end most of the time with full stop and not a question mark. However, a question mark is required only when the main clause is a question. So basically what they're saying is that indirect questions, they end with a full stop. See, for example, here it ends with a full stop, here it ends with a full stop, but there is one case where it does end with a question mark. Which case? Cases where we are asking the question. For example, weißt du? Do you know? So this is a question. Do you know what? Ob wir am Montag einen Test haben? On Monday do we have a test? Similarly with W Frage. Können Sie mir sagen? Can you tell me what? Wie ich zum Bahnhof komme? Can you tell me how do I come to the train station? So until unless it's a question itself, the meaning of the sentence or sentence is a question, we do not add a question mark. And now we are gonna be discussing these questions. Usually these are uh, sometimes wrong, not usually, sometimes they're wrong. So do not really pay attention to what exactly is written on the screen all the time. But yeah, the first question is ergänze indirekte Fragesätze ordne die Satzteile. That means Satzteile. What does this mean? It means that we have to basically fill it with the indirect question. Basically, convert this no. We basically have to continue the sentence and put the words that are written here in order. Okay, let's take for example. Kannst du mir sagen? Can you tell me? We can learn these phrases because these will come uh, to help in us for us in dialogue writing. So I'm just gonna tell you a trick. So here what we have is how to arrange this. Kannst du mir sagen? After comma, it'll either be ob, okay, or it'll be any W frog question. In this list, only varum is a W frog question, so varum will be the word after comma. Next, we know that verb will be at the last. So spielt is the verb. So spielt will come at the last. Okay? So varum, now we have to put the rest in the middle. How will we put varum heute das Team so schlecht spielt? Why is the team playing so badly? So we know in German we usually write sentences like time usually we write first, but if we do not, then basically subject, verb, then we'll write usually time, then manner, and then place. Okay. So time here we're not writing at the starting. So subject, verb here it's going, verb is going at the last. Time is heute here. Manner here is das Team. Place we don't have, so schlecht. Okay. I hope you got that. Even if you didn't, I mean it's pretty obvious why heute das Team is coming at that place. Okay. Um Next question. Ich weiß nicht, was mit der Mannschaft los ist. Okay. Next question. Jetzt diskutiert man sicher. Here we have a op question. Usually these op questions only come in exam. We don't get warum and was. So we are op. Now we are discussing one like surety, like with surety, if their trainer blieben kann. Noch blieben kann. Yeah. Next question. Okay, B. Bilde indirekte Frage mit einem Fragewort. Okay. Wann isst du zu Mittag? Ich müsste wissen. So this is very simple. Very simple. When do you eat your food? Mittag is your midday meal, like lunch. Ich müsste wissen. I would like to know. Wann du Mittag zu no. Zu Mittag isst, right? Zu Mittag should be correct. Um, Su Essen, but we add na. Anyways, where cooked? Who cooks das Mittagessen? Who cooks it? Is Zaga there? I say you. I am telling you. Or it should be asked anyways. Ist Zaga there? Where das Mittagessen kocht? Was isst man gewöhnlich zu Mittag? Ich kann dir nicht sagen, was man gewöhnlich zu Mittag isst. Okay? There's this simple rule that we are following. Okay, moving. Oh, yeah, gewöhnlich means usually. Okay. Wie viel kostet das Essen? How much does the food cost? Ich habe keine Ahnung, I have no idea, wie viel das Essen kostet. Wo kauft Mama Lebensmittel? Wo is not who, it is the opposite of where. Where does mom buy the food, living stuff like stuff, Lebensmittel? Ich weiß, I know, wo Mama Lebensmittel kauft. Warum wird Vegetarier? Okay, that means why would he be a vegetarian? Frag mich nicht. Ask me not warum Vegetarier wird. Wie oft isst okay, also sorry for the pronunciation. Wie oft isst Fleisch? How often does he eat flesh? Ich weiß nicht. I don't know wie oft Fleisch isst. Okay. Now we are moving to say. See. Bilde indirekte Fragen mit ob. Now we have to build indirect Fragen. That means indirect questions with ob. Gibt es eine Kantine in der Schule? Ich bin mir nicht sicher. I am not sure. I'm myself not sure, kind of they're saying. Really stressing on themselves. Okay, ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob es eine Kantine in der Schule gibt. Okay? What is happening here? Simply the verb is going at the end and the rest of the sentence remains the same. So, essen die Schüler mittags in der Schulkantine? Do students eat their lunch in the school canteen? Ich möchte wissen, I would like to know, ob die Schüler mittags essen in der Schule. Die Schule, ja. Die Schüler mittags essen in der Schulkantine. Essen, remember here, essen you will make small e because food. The E makes it noun. Capital E makes it noun, and small e makes it a verb. Ist das Essen in der Kantine gut oder schlecht? Is the food in the canteen good or bad? Ich weiß nicht, ob das Essen in der Kantine gut oder schlecht ist. See, this is not at all difficult. All we're doing is putting the verb at the end. Lernt ihr Kochen in der Schule? Does she learn to cook in the school? Ich verrate dir nicht, ob ihr Kochen in der Schule learned. Okay, learned. So verrate means to give away, reveal something. To reveal something. Verrate is to reveal. Verrate is to reveal. Verb at the end with ob or w. Okay. Hat Sabine, oh no, nine. Ist Ben lieber Fisch oder Fleisch? Does Ben like fish or flesh? Ich habe keine Ahnung. I have no idea. Ben lieber Fisch, aber oder Fleisch ist. Hat Sabine das Essen gut geschmeckt? Did Sabine find the food good taste? Did she find it like good? Did she like the taste? Ich weiß nicht, Sabine das Essen gut geschmeckt hat. Ja, next. Möchten die Kinder Pizza oder Hamburger essen? Will the children like to eat pizza or hamburger? The people often get confused that here we have möchten also, essen also. What will happen? Don't worry, guys. The verb at the second position, but since here it's a question, verb is at the first position. Don't worry, it will always go at the end. Two verbs can be here. Ich wollte noch fragen, I would like to ask once again, kind of, the Kinder Pizza oder Hamburger essen machen. Okay, let's complete this really quickly. D part. We have 30 questions. Oh my god. Wohin ist Aman gegangen? Where is Aman going? Hast du davon eine Ahnung? Do you have about that any idea? Wohin Aman gegangen ist? Okay. Wie viel Uhr kommt Tobias? At what time will Tobias come? Sagst du mir nee, yeah. Wie viel Uhr kommt? Nee, Tobias kommt. Yeah, that's better. Gehst du morgen zur Schule? Kannst du mir sagen, ob du morgen zur Schule gehst? Oops, yeah. Okay, one question. See, many of you might get confused here. We have V. So, if there is V, do we have to put V here? Like, you might have this question. The reason we are putting because at will not come after V. We feel is not correct. Okay? So that is why. Okay. Wo ist das Lehrerzimmer? Where is the teacher's room? Weißt du, wo das Lehrerzimmer ist? Warum ist der Lehrer nicht da? Why is the teacher the male teacher? Because Lehrer, IN becomes female teacher. Not there. Weißt du, warum der Lehrer nicht da ist? Do you know? Weißt du? Kommt die neue Lehrerin morgen? Or will the new teacher come morgen? The director fragt, ob die neue Lehrerin morgen kommt. Or even it can mean today morning did she come, but then it would have to be in participle. Anyways, woher kommt die neue Lehrerin Frau Schulz? Wissen Sie, woher die neue Lehrerin Frau Schulz kommt? Wann beginnen unsere Prüfungen? Weiß jemand, wann unsere... Do you not know the meaning? Okay. Woher means where to. Like, where did she come, the new teacher? Frau Schulz. When will our test begin? Weiß jemand? Everyone knows wann unsere Prüfungen beginnen. Haben wir den Mathe-Test am Montag? Do we have the math test on Monday? Wer kann mir sagen? Who can tell me? Wir den ob wir den Mathe-Test am Montag haben. Here, ob is not written. Hmm. Wer ist für diese Arbeit zuständig? Who is for this work? Zuständig is like responsible. Kannst du herausfinden? Can you find wer, wer für diese Arbeit zuständig ist? Ja. Hast du noch Zeit für diese Arbeit? Do you have again time for this work? Kannst du uns sagen, can you tell us ob? Why is ob not written here? Ob du noch Zeit für diese Arbeit hast. Bis wann, till when muss die Projektarbeit fertig sein? Fertig ist finished. Weiß einer von euch, wie to know weiß ist knowledge. Okay? Einer von euch. One from you all. Wann? Bis wann oder wann bis? Bis wann die Projektarbeit fertig sein muss. Woher hat Peter die Information bekommen? Hat Peter gesagt, woher Peter die Information bekommen hat? Was bedeutet Quatsch? Kannst du mir sagen, was Quatsch bedeutet? See, this is the best example. If anyone wants to know how ob or was all this works. See, it's that simple. Okay. Wie viel Uhr ist es? How much time is it? Bedeutet es to like meaning. What does Quatsch mean? Quatsch. Können Sie mir sagen, wie viel Uhr es ist? Next, wie kommt man zur Haltestelle? Erklär mir mal, wie man zur Haltestelle kommt. Wie viel Uhr kommt der Bus an? Hat dir Jörg gesagt, wie viel Uhr der Bus ankommt? Ankommen is the word here, and it means at what time will the bus come, and hat dir Jörg gesagt means Jörg had asked you in the previous question. That means how does one come to the Haltstella bus stop? And erklär mir mal, that means explain to me once more. Fährt der Bus sonntags in die Stadt? Weißt du noch, ob der Bus sonntags in die Stadt fährt? Wann fährt der Zug? That this means does the bus on Sundays like go in the city? Do you know? Weißt du noch? Wann fährt der Zug nach Tyrol? When does the train travel to Tyrol? Können Sie herausfinden? Can you find out? Wann der Zug nach Tyrol fährt? Fährt der Zug rechtzeitig? Müsste wissen, ob die Zug rechtzeitig fährt. That means timely, I guess. At least the gist seems to be. Next, wie viele Zimmer hat das Haus? How many rooms does the house have? Linda hat gefragt. Linda had. Oh my god, not adjective in them right now. Yeah. Linda had asked, wie viele Zimmer hat das Haus hat? Ist das Wohnzimmer groß oder klein? Ist der Living Room big or klein? Hat gefragt, ob das Wohnzimmer groß oder klein ist. Wie funktioniert der neue Computer? How does the new computer function? Verstehst du? Do you understand wie der neue Computer funktioniert? Now you know the article of computer. It is there. Masculine. Wohnzimmer is das because Zimmer is das. Anyways, machen wir einen Ausflug? Are we going on a trip? International trip? I don't know. Hat mich gefragt, he had asked me, ob wir einen Ausflug machen. Welche Tipps gibt der Lehrer? Which tips did the teacher give? Kannst du uns sagen? Can you tell us all? Welche Tipps der Lehrer gibt? Wie kann man den Müll vermeiden? That means how can one separate, I guess, the trash? Wer kann mir sagen? Who can tell us wie man den Müll vermeiden kann? Vermeiden here is not the verb. Kann is the one that should be going at the end. Here, this mistake we will all not do. Do not put anything here. Wohnt Herr Müller noch in Berlin? Won't does the Müller, that means Herr Müller, Mr. Müller, live in Berlin? Weißt du, ob Herr Müller noch in Berlin wohnt? Gehen wir zu der Party? Are we going to the party? Eric fragt, ob wir zur Party gehen. Yeah, okay, Eric asked, warum ist Karl heute nicht kommen? Why is Karl not coming today? Wir wissen nicht, we don't know, warum Karl heute nicht gekommen ist. Wie lange dauert der Film? How long does the film last? Ich weiß nicht, wie lange der Film dauert. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you have understood all, and see you all next time, and bye.